Hello and very good evening, friends and followers. Very warm welcome to you, Jeremy. You're already
Hello
there.
and very
That's
good
very
evening,
nice.
friends
And I
followers.
should have turned off my own stream here. I just checked if everything is working, and yes, it is. Even the sound is working. Welcome to another live stream with real-world operations tonight. Delta connection. CRJ-900 from Milwaukee to New York. I'm flying the CRJ again. Last time in the stream, the flight simulator crashed in the final. I think I figured out the problem, and I hope that it's not happening this time. So let's jump in the aircraft here and get rid of these here, and then we set up our aircraft. Yeah, Jeremy, I hope so as well. Hopefully without any crash, but to be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen. I really think I've figured out what's going on. So let's turn on the logo lights and the wing lights and navigation lights as well. Battery and DC service is on. External power is connected already. We turn on the seatbelt signs. We can leave no smoking on auto here. And the emergency exit lights to armed. Let's see what we have. Fuel today will be on block fuel 5,740. 5,740. Okay. Okay, so this is done so far. Checklist. External lights checked, bleed air checked, APU panel is currently off, start panel checked, hydraulic panel is checked. Currently everything is set off, anti-ice is not required, windshield heat set to low. Emergency lights are armed, nose wheel steering is off. Instrument panels are checked, upper pedestal is checked, thrust lever quadrant is checked, but I have to switch my throttle quadrant again because I'm still here on the headwind. CRJ. And now I don't know why, but speed brakes are extended and flaps are extended as well, so turn that up again. Avionics is checked, yaw damper is engaged. And we can then also set the two IRS to nav. Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate it if you would control me as tower or center or whatever. Take your training and then do your job. So, departure time actually is in 6 minutes already. I'm a little bit late here. But let's see. Set up the FMC here. We are flying from Kilo Mike Kilo Echo to Kilo Lima Golf Alpha. And execute. Cruising altitude today will be flight level 370. 37,000 actually. Executing. Transition alt is okay. That's set up as well. Okay, nice. Departure today will be runway 01 left, and we will fly the Milwaukee 7 departure, which is basically just runway heading and expect vectors to the first waypoint. You can see that here via Milwaukee 7 to vectors, and then the first waypoint will be Squib. Will be Squib. Then we go direct to Hulk. Then we go direct Harsh. Then we go direct Hockey. And then we go via Q935 to Audial. And after that, direct Romeo Kilo Alpha. And from there on, we fly the Harp 3 arrival into New York's runway 04. So that's gonna be a nice approach there. We can set up the departure speeds. And then let's zoom out a little bit here. Okay, that looks fine. Route's in there. And let's see what we have concerning the weather. Okay, the wind is 340 at 7. We have 10 statute miles visibility, broken clouds at 7,500, also broken at 15,000 and broken on 25,000. We have a temperature of currently 19 degrees and an altimeter setting of 29089. So we turn that in 29089. There we are, 29089, and also we tune that in here, and that's it. So let's see if we can let the passengers board here. Yes, we can. Let's see if the passenger door will be opened automatically. No. So we open it manually. Nice. Okay. Before start checklist, passenger signs. Passengers are boarding, passenger signs are on. Landing elevation is set automatically. Altimeter is set to 9089. FMS checked and set. IRS is aligned. Radius and nav aids are set as far as we need them. Takeoff briefing is confirmed and completed. That's no problem as we're just flying runway heading. And by the way, it's not Milwaukee 7, it's Mitchell 7. And we will climb to basically 5,000 feet. Although, as we don't have any ATC, I am quite sure that we can directly climb to flight level 370, and that's what I set into the MCP as well. Speed. Yeah, I leave it on the V2 plus 10. And we are then cleared to start. Our departure time is reached, so we can clear the bridge. Yes. And we close the passenger door.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome
We will
aboard
start
the
the
flight.
APU.
We hope you enjoy flying
And we will
with us.
start the air
Before
condition.
takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
And as we can see here on the navigation display, runway 01 left is basically over here. Over here. Here it is. So we will pre-plan our pushback to push facing left. Can we? Here. Okay. This is how we're gonna push. And the APU is now, or will be soon available. It is available. So we can check if the generators are on. They are on, so we can disconnect the... Oh yeah, it is automatically disconnected. So we can... No. First of all, we need to disconnect the ground power unit. And we remove the wheel chocks. Then we can see that the ground power unit is going away. Parking brake is set. Request pushback.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground standby.
We'll have to leave you soon because our order pizza is arriving, and then we'll watch soccer, football, foosball, whatever. No smart co-pilot today, as we are not flying the Airbus. We are flying the CRJ and the FS2 crew add-on. I just have for the Airbus. Yeah, and I'm watching soccer as well, beside the stream, of course. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure there.
Okay, sir, the bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed. And
So
all ground
APU's on, electrics is
parking brakes are set.
checked. Hydraulics will now be turned on.
Lifting the aircraft.
Beacon lights, of course, will be turned on as we are starting the engines very soon. We
Cleared for start and push.
turn on the
Push start.
transponder mode.
Please release parking brake.
Fuel quantity is set, hydraulic pumps are on, parking brake is released as per the instructions.
Brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. You will start in the sequence.
By the way, I'm not sure, you should see the mouse button here, and this is two arrows here. If I would now click, then my flight simulator crashes. It's a invisible window. I don't know where it appears. Well, wait, I have to start the engines first. Start the second engine. And it's an invisible window, so you can see it should be, here it is. Here I can see, here's the corner. I can go up here, left side, and if I click, if the mouse is one of these arrows here, then the flight simulator crashed. And that is the problem. Engine 2 is running up. And starting number 1.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Parking brakes set. Parking brakes set. Lowering aircraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Ground,
pay
you may
attention as
disconnect.
we display the safety features and
Okay,
procedures
sir,
of the
cleared to
aircraft
disconnect.
in case of an emergency.
Pin has been removed. See you at the site.
Please remain
Have a
in
good
your
flight.
seats with your
Thank
seatbelt
you.
on
Position
and
waiting
your
for the
seat
visual.
in the upright position.
Thank you and goodbye.
In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation,
See, there are the arrows again, and I clicked already once, so I'm very lucky that nothing happened there.
and here.
And engine number 1 is running up as well.
To get into the brace position, which is executed by placing
Could turn on the flight director.
We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention.
After start checklist. Generators are set to auto here. We can now turn on the taxi lights. Can turn off the APU. APU is off, anti-ice is not required, north wheel steering is set to armed. Taxi checklist. So, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna check the flight controls. I'm not quite sure if this is possible to check like it is done in the Airbus. There should be... No, there isn't. Okay. Never mind. I thought there might be a something where you can see everything, but it's not. I can just see the rudder, and this is not working. Okay, so I have to check it here. Full down, full up, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder full left, rudder full right, neutral. Okay, so thrust reversers set to armed. Brake temperature is checked. There's no problem. Flight instruments are checked as well. We can switch to the before takeoff checklist. Taxi lights and recognition lights are on. Release the parking brake. Clear left side. Start the chrono. Set flaps for departure. Flaps 8 are set. And there we go. Whoops. Hello? We can start with the before takeoff checklist already. The way is not that long. Fuel crossflow manual. Where was it? Here, I think. No, let me see. Yeah, manual. As I said, anti-ice is not required. Transponder is already on. Flight attendants are advised. Radar terrain display is now... Not now. Now set to weather radar. Lock the flight deck door. Traffic is on as well. I mean the TCAS. It's a little bit early for the TCAS though, but yeah, and we should taxi a little bit faster here. We will now cross runway, what is it, 11, 13, 13. We will cross it and use the extended center line of runway 13, which is very short here, you can see, as a taxiway to the runway 01 left. So as we are on the runway, we will turn on the lights. And speed up a little bit.
Approaching 3, 1. Approaching 1, 3. Approaching 3, 1.
Yeah. And I did a
On
big
runway
mistake here.
3,
I taxied to the
8,
wrong direction
100
actually.
meters remaining.
Yeah, sorry. Good thing we noticed. The runway was the correct one, but the site was different. I didn't check the heading here actually. But, well, we have time, don't we? So we are coming out of here, taxiing up here, and then make a little turn. Oh, I should open the charts here for Milwaukee. So like this, okay. And we will now taxi and cross runway 25 left. Yeah, you can see the clouds here, 1,500 feet. We will now cross the runway here via Tango.
Approaching 2, 5. Left.
There we go. And then I can turn off the lights again. So we don't blend any people. Five, 6, 6, 3. So if refuel did work. Of course, this is a longer taxi time than we expected, but it's not that far, so won't be a problem here later on. And we're now just taxiing past the fire station here. It's on the right side. This is the fire station here, or here, maybe this one. Dark, very dark clouds here. Good thing we have the weather radar on. And we can set also already a versus climb here, I think. $1,600. And we reached the end of the runway, where we will depart from Romeo 5, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
And there we go. Landing lights on again, strobe lights on again. Taxied already 10 minutes. Actually, I planned a taxi time of 10 minutes here at Milwaukee. Or did I do even 20 and then 8 in LaGuardia? So I should be fine
Approaching.
here.
0, 1, left.
And that's, by the way, for what the RAAS is for, telling me the correct runway name. So if I would have lined up on the other side of this runway, it would have told me on runway 19 right. And so I know that that I'm on the wrong runway. That's what this system is there for.
On runway. 0, 1, left.
Okay. Everything is set. Ready for departure. Everything seems to be fine. Flaps are set. So, spooling the engines up to 50%. Wonderful. And toga. Hi Derek, welcome to the stream. You're perfectly on time for the departure here. Leave one and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Screenshot time, yes, you're right. Departure from Milwaukee here. Autopilot on. And we can reduce to climb thrust. And we will go for speed mode. Increase the speed to 40 knots. Flaps 1. Flaps up. And then we can now, as we are on a safe altitude, can go direct to squib. Nav. There we go. Yeah, don't worry, Derek. It's no problem. Here we are overflying Milwaukee and its harbor. Climb checklist. Fuel transfer flow set back to auto. Bleeds and APU set are off. Thrust reversers can be set off. And the CAS is checked. Recirculation valve is off. We can actually turn that on as well. And seatbelt signs are still on, as we are having some clouds here. And can now climb, increase the speed for 250 in the climb. That's what I meant to say. We're passing now 10,000 feet. Yep, that's correct, Derek. We're gonna fly about 1 hour and 45 minutes here, roughly. And landing lights off. And let us wait until we are clear of the clouds here before we turn off the seatbelt signs. Ice detected. Yep, I forgot that. Can I see the outside air temperature somewhere? 23 degrees. Okay, that's weird that we have a that we have ice detection here, but anyway. Turn the anti-ice on, so that's not gonna be a problem anymore. Airport elevation is 12 feet, so we don't need any other landing altitude than 0, which is set here. Landing elevation 0. I don't think there is any possibility even to set it up to 12. To be honest, I don't think so. And to be honest, I also don't know where to set that up. Anyway, we can now increase our speed again. Let's say 300, or let's make it 290 here. And the cabin crew is starting the service here. And we can soon set the barometric pressure to standard as we are crossing 18,000 feet. Unfortunately, we don't have any ATC at the moment, but well, there's some time left, so maybe we will have ATC once we are getting closer to New York. And we are clear of the clouds, so we can turn off the anti-ice again. And also the seatbelt signs can be turned off. No, off. And we are passing 18,000, so we can set standard pressure here. Well, this is not working here. Okay, so set it here. Standard set, and we are passing squib. While we are in the middle of Lake Michigan here. Looks like we are over the sea. Well, there's some land over here, and there you can see the coast again already. And there you see this invisible window as well. Maybe it's this one here. Let me see. Yeah, it's this one. It's the pushback toolbar window which remains open here. Yeah. I have to deal with that. Maybe I have to remove this this add-on. But I really like it here, so well, we will see. Oh, perfect. Already 2 screenshots. Very nice. I'm looking forward to see that. And I will make a quick fuel check once we are approaching the next waypoint, which is Hauk here. Still 80 miles away, but I just want to be sure. And we're getting close to flight level 290, where we can switch from indicated airspeed to Mach. Okay, Derek, that sounds like a plan. Then you have every flight phase as a screenshot. That sounds great. I just have to remember to switch the view sometimes to the outside, so you can take a screenshot there. I love this view here. Maybe I could do like this, and then zoom in a little. So maybe like this. Yeah, that's nice. Yep, saved. Is there actually... But I think I had a look there last time already. I don't think... Oh, there is actually. External view 6. Oh, that's interesting as well here. Eh? Okay. Wing view. Not bad at all. We are now, by the way, heading towards Detroit. And after Detroit, we will cross Canadian airspace for a second, before we then shortly be back to US airspace. Mach 0.79, that's perfect. We will then increase the speed to Mach 0.81 as soon as we are in cruising level. Can zoom in a little bit here. And we can see that we are climbing a lot slower than at the beginning, as well, we're not that heavy actually, but as we get higher, by the way, this red line here doesn't matter because I think it's a mistake. If I just change it from 54 to 53 and back to 54, then it would go away, but I won't do that because this will switch our fuel as well, and yeah. So we just have 54% of fuel on board, so we're actually not that heavy, but yeah, still the air gets thinner, so we need more pressure from the engines, and therefore we cannot climb as fast as we could when we were lower. Oh, that's a good idea, Derek. Actually, I could let me just start the recording tool already, so that I already have it started, and then I can just click to record. Oh, I think I could, yeah, opened it. So I just need to click start when I am on the final, and then. And then I can, after I logged off, I can watch the landing again from the wing view perspective, as long as the landing was good. Because if it's not good, then of course I won't show that again. So, concerning the fuel check, I will just see what my flight plan tells me. So we should have 4.5 tons of fuel at Hauk, and we are now roughly 15 miles before Hauk, actually 15.1. Wow, that was accurate. And we have a total fuel of 4,760. So we should have 4.5 and we have 4.7. Although this will be reduced a little bit before we reach Hauk, but we won't reach 4.5. And even if we reach 4.5, we would still be okay. And we're 1,000 feet below our cruising altitude. That was the beep tone. And there we go. We are crossing Hauk in a few seconds. Now we cross Hauk, and we have still 4.7 tons of fuel on board. Perfect. And we are approaching now flight level 370, so we can increase the speed actually to Mach 0.81. Alt's captured here. And actually we can start to program our arrival into New York. We will approach ILS 04. Let me see. Runway 04, but we could also fly maybe the river visual approach for runway 13. That's an amazing approach. Let me check the weather. Weather says 050 at 9. Runway 04. Oh, okay, we just have 1/8 of statute miles visibility. And so it's very bad. We have overcast at 200 feet and fog in the area, so no, we are definitely not flying the river visual approach. Okay. So we're flying the Harp 3 via the Rockdale VOR select. What is this line doing here? ILS 04, Harp 3, Rockdale VOR. Cancel modification. Okay, let's see. Hockey CFRC, and let's check with the charts here. Harp 3. So from Rockdale, okay, Rockdale, and then we go to Rockdale here. Okay, executing, and then we go to Peter. That's correct, and Cyper. That's correct. Tresa, Kingston, Valre, Bazzi. Then we have Harp. That's also correct. Then we have Crayley. That is correct. And then we have the final. And LaGuardia and Vectors. Oh, really? So that might be the problem here. Because it's bringing us to, after Crayley, it brings us to LaGuardia, and from LaGuardia which is basically correct, but from LaGuardia. Okay, I see. That's why it is vectored. That's gonna be interesting here. Where is green? Where is the waypoint green here? Cannot find this waypoint here. Because Greco then as a missed approach procedure. I even don't understand the VOR approach here. We would approach like Harp 3 arrival, Rockdale transition. And then we fly direct to LaGuardia, and if I check the ILS chart for runway 04, I don't know why I have no waypoints in here, because after the vector, well, let me see. Missed approach outbound go to Greco international hold. Okay, so what I could do is after LaGuardia, I type in some manual waypoints which are published on the charts. So which is JC, and then to Nicole. I know that you couldn't see that now, but that was a little bit confusing here. Varas, and then to Bang. And then we have Pachu. And then we have Rahel. Not found. Okay, well that doesn't matter because then we are... No. Heading direct Dennis. Okay. And Dennis should be crossed at 1700 and Bang should be crossed at 3000. We have nothing here at Varas, Nicole, JC, nothing. Okay. On the arrival star, we have Bezier at 8000. And then there is nothing more. Okay. Is there a speed restriction somewhere? No, there's no speed restriction. Okay. So the Harp 3 actually is a approach where we could expect, or where we have to expect vectors. However, let me see, I could also fly the Nobby. Oh well, but that's... okay, that's not any different. Okay, where we approach LaGuardia VOR, and from there on we expect radar vectors. But on the ILS chart we have some waypoints here. Let me just show that. Navigraph. No, Derek, unfortunately there is no runway 13 today. The weather is too bad here actually. So, no, let me open this. approach hop 3. So we're coming here on Rockdale, and then we're going to Peter, to Cyper, Treza, Valre, Bazier, Harp, Crayley, and then LaGuardia VOR. And from there on you can see expect radar vectors to final approach course. And the approach chart for ILS 04 tells me that from LaGuardia VOR we fly to JC, to Necol, to Varas, Bang, Pachu, Rachel, Dennis, Verin, whatever, and then ILS here, of course. So this is what I have done now. I just set up here the single waypoints here, and yeah, that's basically what I have done. I could show you, but still I don't know what this double extra line here is. Anyway, executing. Okay, and then where was it? No. Nope. What is that? I don't know, leave it off. Okay, here, next waypoint. So hockey, and then let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, you cannot see it, right? No, you cannot see it. Okay, so I will just check the route now. So Emmerich Derlo, I don't know which waypoint this is, but it's doubled, so this is the problem. It's the 2 waypoints before Wozy. Hank, Yossi, Odil, Rockdale, Peter, Cyper, Treza, Kingston, Valre, Bazier. That's okay. Harp, Crayley, LaGuardia, and then we have JC, Nickel, Varys, Bang, Pachu, and Dennis. Okay, wonderful. So this is working. I now have to zoom out again, but I will check the waypoints. So here are 2 waypoints close together, just 0.9 nautical miles, and it's IKNAV and Charlie Foxtrot Tango Bravo Romeo. I don't understand what's the difference. And also IKNAV I have to cross with 370, while CFTBR I should cross with 355. So it's it's physically impossible to descend from flight level 370 to 355 within within 0.1 nautical miles. So I will just delete that and execute. So, and I will also delete Omrak here. Execute. Okay, and now we're done. There is another vector in here. I don't need that. I can delete that. Okay. And that's it. Yes, the approach for runway 04 is way easier, but the approach for runway 13 or even 21 would be very interesting, as we would fly across Manhattan. At the moment we are approaching from the north, so we are unfortunately not overflying Manhattan, and that's a little bit sad. By the way, we are now crossing, or at least in a few seconds, we will cross the border to Canadian airspace. And then we will cross Lake Erie. Is it called Lake Erie? Let me see. Lake Erie, yes, exactly. And in front of us, at the moment, is another lake. And I'm looking, it's Lake Huron, or whatever it is called. This is Lake Huron, and then we have Lake Erie somewhere up there, and we have Lake Michigan behind us. This is Lake Huron as well, but Lake Michigan is somewhere back there. Okay, another fuel check. Let's see. we should have 4 tons of fuel on board, and we have 4.28. We should have 4.0, so that's absolutely fine. "52 minutes is the stream long," okay, and we are currently almost halfway through. Let's switch into the wing view here. All the fields down there. And unfortunately at the moment we still have no ATC here. That's a little bit sad, but well, I was hoping that we have some ATC, as New York is, you know, busy area here, and yeah, but doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Very nice, Derek. Screenshots always good. Always good. Whoops, and I'm missing the route. Could you go back to nav, please? Thank you. That happens if you look outside the window instead of the cockpit. I was wondering already why we are so far in the north on the map. I mean, it's not that far actually, but still it's off the route, right? If I would have continued on that heading, I would have crossed the airport of Hamilton, and maybe we could have seen Toronto on the left side. But we are turning back now to our route. And therefore we won't see it. I guess, maybe. I could have a look on the left side, but I don't think we will see it. Yeah, and he's going back directly to the route here. I could have put in another direct to Berlo, but well, anyway. Now we are turning left again onto the route. Wing view says only sky. Well, mostly sky. And there is Lake Erie. So for the fuel check, there low, we have to have 3.8 and we have 4.1. So 300 kilograms more than we would need. So we are perfectly fine for the approach here. Oh, and just I have to check for a second if Twitch is working, because last time it wasn't. Let me see. Yes, it is working. Okay, wonderful. Switch back to that view. I just love it. I just love this view. Go back to the route. I hear the checklists, or at least some of them. What is this? I don't know. Nothing happened, at least. And according to the web eye, we still have 39 minutes to go. Next waypoint incoming. It's ICNAV here. And here, by the way, you can see this one here is Hamilton, the airport in Canada, and this one here is Toronto, Toronto International, CYYZ. CYYZ. Toronto Airport. Hamilton is, if I'm not mistaken, is a mostly cargo airport. There's a lot of cargo traffic, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. Yep, you're right. The rate of flight has gone exceptional smooth here. But, well, there's always something that could happen. The galley here, by the way, I think it is the galley. Yeah, should be. And the door. Oh, hello. Ah. Weird. What is this? Press to test and reset. Oxygen mask. I could press this, but I won't do that now. Because then... Oh, there's snow! There is snow! Snow in Canada! And let me see if we can see Hamilton Airport. Well, I think it's a little bit too far away, but yeah. Well, maybe if I zoom in, might be able to see something here. The scenery is building up here. Well, yeah, but not really. Not really. And we are now inbound IGNAV. We have another 50 miles to go. Well, actually 46, but or 48. I cannot even read it. It's too far away here. Yeah, it was 46 something. And then our top of descent will soon be visible. And we should cross IGNAV with 3.5 tons of fuel on board. We have another 40 miles to go. We have 3.9 tons of fuel on board, so I think we still have 300 more than necessary. And passing IGNAV now. 3.8 tons of fuel on board, as I said. And we are now leaving Canadian airspace. We're passing Niagara Falls and Buffalo. There you can see the Niagara, whoops, what's going on? There you can see the Niagara Falls. Down there. Well, at least I think that should be it. I mean, I wasn't there in real life, so I'm not sure, but I think so. Maybe here as well, I don't know. Anyway, these are the Niagara Falls, Buffalo Airport. Well, this is Niagara Falls Airport, and Buffalo Airport is on the right hand side. Down here, I think, should be Buffalo Airport. I cannot see it because there is the waypoint above it, but I think that should be it. Buffalo Airport. And with that, we're leaving Canadian airspace. Somewhere over there is Toronto. And we are now inbound Hauk. I'll just check in the FMC if Bazia is still in. That's important because we need to cross that at 8,000. Bazia is in with 8,000, wonderful. And then we will cruise a long time on 8,000, but that doesn't matter. We have different altitudes here, so we know that the top of descent is somewhere after Rockdale VOR. So we have another like 150 nautical miles to go. Check the performance page and set the landing speeds already. They will change, but then we have them set already. And we are 63 minutes in the air. No, off block. Yeah, it's a kind of boring flight today. There's not much to do. In the cockpit, there's not much to explain to the surroundings. I'm still hoping that I won't have a flight simulator crash. Since the Sim Update 8, I still have the problem that the simulator crashes after about 5 hours or so. I'm not crashing, but it's starting to reduce the frames, and the other problem is, I think it is because of the pushback toolbar here. Not sure though, but I think it is the problem. Yeah, and I think I have to delete the pushback toolbar add-on, although I love it, but with that I don't really want to fly anymore, because it's, you know, if you're doing a longer flight and then you just click at the moment where you have these two arrows here, this one here, that's just annoying. So I will check the weather again in LaGuardia. We have 050 at 12. Visibility is still the same, 1/8 of statute miles, but the visibility for runway 04 is reducing, varying between 2,400 and 5,500 feet, fog and still overcast clouds at 200. So that's gonna be a tough landing here. And we have a decision height of 262 feet. That's gonna be very, very interesting here. So, what did I want to do? Yes, I wanted to set the decision height actually. 262. That's gonna be interesting as we have a overcast on 200. That's gonna be really, really difficult here. Two 262, there we go. And I will check the fuel again, because I need to know when we need to divert. Where is it? Our diversion airport, by the way, is Baltimore. Here. So alternate is fuel 1,100. So the final reserve plus alternate is 1,932 kilograms. So if our fuel is 1,932 kilograms, so let's say 2,000 kilograms, we need to divert to Baltimore. And then let's see, Baltimore Washington International Airport. I checked the weather there as well. We have 4 statute mile, light rain, overcast of 1,215 degrees. Okay, but well, the weather is not perfect there, but it's yeah, still better than New York. I mean, there's like, we could also divert to Philadelphia. That might be even better, to be honest. If I check Philadelphia, let me see. Philadelphia International Airport, 5 statute miles. haze, but that's okay. And we are inbound Odile, just past Jossie. Let's check the fuel, because now it's really important that we have enough fuel on board. 3.2 tons, we have 3.4, so actually we lost a little bit more than we expected, because we're not having 300 kilograms anymore as a plus. We have a little bit less, but yeah. And there is our top of descent and Rockdale VOR. That's gonna be a real interesting approach. Yeah, Derek, you're right. Still a shorter flight than last time, but yeah, sometimes, you know, I don't know what to tell you, and you don't know what to tell me or ask stuff or whatever, and it's a really uneventful flight. So, but as I said in the stream before, it doesn't matter really. I mean, if there is a silence in the simulator, well, who cares? And just, or in the stream, who cares? Just leave it. And actually, for me, it was good that I could check the approach stuff and the weather and stuff like that, so that I am prepared. Every time I see a plane outside at school, I tell one friend, "Look, plane, yeah, yeah." I did the same, yeah, when I was in school. And then well, having too much fuel is not a problem at all, as long as you're not above your maximum landing weight. But of course, if you don't have enough fuel, that's a lot of problems concerning that. And this is definitely not good. Because you can always, if you have like too much fuel, you can always, like, you know, you can always still land. You can go to a different airport. You can go around and try it another time and stuff like that. But if you have to less fuel, then that's not gonna work. So you are basically under pressure, and yeah, therefore you always plan enough fuel. To be honest, I didn't check the weather carefully here for New York, because if I would have, I would have planned a little bit more fuel, because I expected to go around for at least one, or for at least once or twice. But yeah. And we are now inbound Rockdale. That means we are short of our top of descent. And then it's gonna be interesting. Well, with that clouds, it doesn't matter if we approach from or over Manhattan or not, to be honest, because, well, you won't see anything. And the aircraft is having some problems here, I think. Is it able to? No, it's not. So, turn off the autopilot, fly manual. and turn on the autopilot again. Yes, I love that as well, Derek. When the sun comes in, where shadows come in and then leave the cockpit again, that's amazing. There is... did I do that? No, I didn't. In the Airbus, I have a wonderful screenshot from the sunset. A very warm light coming in. That was absolutely amazing, absolutely stunning. And I might, if I remember it, I might upload it to my Discord channel, so you can see it afterwards. Let me see, maybe I can do that already. Oh, I think here it is. Yes, that's it. I just uploaded it on the screenshots channel on the Discord, so you can check that out. Absolutely stunning, in my opinion. Well, we have to enjoy the weather as long as it's still good, because it won't be of any good once we are arriving in New York. And I will turn on the lights already a little bit, just so that we have a little bit light once we're in the clouds. I don't know how dark it will be. I mean, the sun is up, but if the clouds are really dark, then I'd rather have some light in the cockpit. So we still have another 23 nautical miles to go to Rockdale, and then we will start our descent. $17 miles to go. Let's make the last fuel check here over Rockdale. We should have 2.9 tons of fuel on board, and we have 3.2. A little bit less, but that's fine. And we're getting a little bit too fast here, so we'll turn down the speed a little bit. And after Rockdale we have another 35 nautical miles to Peter, where we need to be at flight level 305. I can check where the top of descent is. There it is. 25 miles to go. Maybe a little less. Yeah, that's true. But that's a good thing. You just have to push a button and then you have it. So there's no, like, you know, press the print button on the keyboard, go to paint, pass it in and stuff like that shit. So Rockdale, 2.9 tons of fuel on board, and we have 3.150. So that's fine, 250 kilograms more than we need. And as we pass now Rockdale, we passed it, so I turn down the altitude to 8,000 feet. 8,000, and then we wait until we are at the top of descent, or actually we can already press the button. We can reduce the thrust here. And then we say that we want to descend with Mach 0.80. $141 already. Okay, flight time was 145 if I remember correctly. 145 plus the time we were on the ground. That was okay, I think. We reduced the thrust a little bit. The good thing here in the CRJ is, I mean, it has no auto throttle, but we can see this little star here which is going up. And this tells us that we are right now below our path of descent. Now we are above again because I increased the speed again. Peter, we have to cross at flight level 305. What means we have to? We want to cross Peter at 305. Let's see if this works out or not. Yep, exactly. It's even a little bit longer as I will record the landing and then review it. So yeah, it will even be a little bit longer than 2 hours, so maybe 2:15, 2:30. But well, anyway, doesn't matter. I think once we get into the approach, it's gonna get interesting. And I'm really looking forward to the approach. It's really gonna be exciting. Just hope the flight simulator won't crash, as usual. Oh, there are 3 people watching. Okay, that's great, that's great. I hope people are enjoying my stream. So we didn't make it to Peter. So we'll reduce the thrust a little bit more so that we can descend further here. 4 people watching.
You know, go make breakfast.
And we're now passing Cyper. We're still a little bit above our ideal descent path, but that's no problem, as we will cross Basia at 8,000 anyway, so we'll reduce the speed once we're getting close to the flight level, or close to 10,000 anyway. Yeah, that's true, Derek. Well, but sometimes there are some people going to the channel to watch the stream, or whatever it is. Maybe I'm unlucky and it's just a few bots or so. I don't know. And you can see already the clouds down there getting thicker and bigger. So we have to remember to turn on anti-ice there. The altimeter setting is a 29902. So we could set that, well, it is set anyway, as we are having standard set. The weather didn't change here in LaGuardia at the moment. The next weather report will be, I think, in about 5 minutes. So we will see what happened in the meantime. I hope the weather is getting a little bit better. But to be honest, I don't think so. No, it remains the same, I think. Foggy, foggy, and foggy. I mean, if I compare the Newark METAR and the John F. Kennedy METAR, both are better than LaGuardia. So it's just LaGuardia which is that bad. But we will see. Yeah, you can see the clouds here. Wow. A little bit afraid, to be honest. because I'm not that used to the aircraft, especially since the crash to desktops in the last time. I didn't fly that aircraft very often, so yeah. Okay, I think the autopilot might have some problems again. Let's see if he can fly direct to Kingston. Well, yeah, it looks correct. Looks like you got it. Did I set everything up? I'm not sure about that. Is there something? Fuel management. Nothing changed here. And actually it's not that bad if we're a little bit above Passy, because the airspace is clear. There's no other traffic in the New York area, which is actually quite funny. But yeah. Hi Jeremy, welcome back. How's soccer going? Still no goals, right? This little window, it looks so small. I mean, it is small, the aircraft is small, but, well... What I think is interesting is that I turned on the weather radar. I turned on the weather radar, but I don't see any clouds here. That's a little bit confusing, to be honest. Because I should see them. It's also set to weather. This is terrain. This is weather. Well, I don't know. This is the TCOS, this is the weather radar. Weather radar shows nothing, so I think it's not working, huh? Yeah, and we should take some more thrust away, as we are really a little bit too high there. Okay, I hope Frankfurt is winning, Jeremy. I really hope so. Jeremy, I'm not sure if you got the weather information at the moment in New York. We have still the old meter, by the way. 050 with 12 knots, 1/8 statute miles. Runway 04 visibility varying between 2,400 and 5,500 feet. We have fog and overcast clouds on 200 feet. So that's gonna be a really interesting landing here. And I know that with 2 tons of fuel on board, we need to start to divert, as our alternate airport is Baltimore. Although we could go to Philadelphia as well. The weather is better, and actually the weather in LaGuardia and New York JFK is better as well. It's just LaGuardia which is really that bad. And to be honest, there should be a new meter already online, because the other one is from more than 1 hour ago. So we are just just 10,000 feet too high, but to be honest, I don't think it's necessary to be at 8,000 already, especially because we have all the clouds down here. And yeah. Six people are here, Derek. 6 people are here. It's getting crowdy. All of them want to see me fail the approach into LaGuardia. That looks so stunning here. Well, no, according to the charts I should have had 8,000 when I pass Bazier, but as you can see I'm on 14,500 because I have a long time to go there, and I don't want, you know, I want to make a continuous descent approach so that I don't use as much fuel. Because if I would continue on 8,000 here all the time, that would be a little bit too much, I think. And I can now also reduce the speed already to 250 knots. Flying now idle thrust. And turn on the anti-ice. Had some icing on the departure, I needed anti-ice as well, even though we had like 25 degrees, but well, yeah. For New York, by the way, we have 11 degrees. Passing now 10,000. Lights on. And check the charts here. There is no other altitude restriction. You could now continue to descend, please, if possible. And by the way, still our weather radar isn't showing anything, so it's not working, unfortunately, or it did do something wrong. Oh, oh. I don't know. Whatever. I can reduce the speed a little bit more. Let's say 220. Anti-ice off. Don't need that at the moment. And I will continue my descent to 5,000. Platform altitude, by the way, is 3,000. So we have a long way to go. And you can now see that the passenger signs on. I totally forgot them. It's gonna be about time to turn them on, right? Yeah. I hope not. I hope not. Oh, but look at that clouds here. Crazy stuff. And we are now overflying LaGuardia. LaGuardia is below us, directly below us. We can see the ground here, at least part of it. We cannot see the airport there, but at least we can see the ground somewhere. Here, for example. And that's there as well, and that's really good. There is LaGuardia Airport. Here is it. Here it is, I think. And there it's gone. So the localizer is captured here. We are now in the clouds. Oh, by the way, anti-ice should be turned on. And we now just leave it on. Look at that clouds. I can't get enough of it. It's just amazing. Although there sometimes are some graphical errors, but anyway. So, descent checklist. Fuel is checked, TCAS is set, radar is on, CAS is checked, landing data is set, approach briefing is completed. Before landing checklist. Passenger signs are on already. Thrust reversers can be turned on already. Landing gear, of course, not down yet, but will be soon. Flaps, of course, not extended at the moment, but I always like to turn on the thrust reversers because otherwise I forget them most of the time. And we have 1,000 feet to go. There's the beep tone. And we need to be at 3,000 over Bang, which is over here. Here it is. There we need to be at 3,000. We are at 3,000. And so we're perfectly fine here. And I can now, on the performance page, reset the landing speeds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
See, and that's it, Derek. Now we're just only 3 left. Cloud surfing! Yay! Not really, but, well. And I have to take care about the thrust now. We will now turn left to turn onto the final here. And we can set flaps 1 already. And we set the approach speed of... no, that's the course. I was meant to set the speed to 137, which is the actual approach speed, I think. VREF 137. And now we're turning on to the final. Look at that clouds there. Crazy. Wow. This is just wow. Never had such clouds here before. Let's check the weather again. 303 at 918. Oh, the visibility is even worse than it was before. even worse than it was before. Can you imagine that? Unbelievable. And the altimeter now is 29089er. 29089er. And we will now set 1700 in the autopilot. Because we need to be at 1700 when we cross Venice here. Let me see if I have the radios in. ILS 110.5. That should be okay. Yes, 110.5, that's okay. We can set flaps 8. And I start... no, not yet. I just wait a bit. And I activate the approach mode. I will hold at 2200. Approach mode is activated. Reducing the speed here. Flaps 20. And now start the flight recording. Flaps now 30. Gear down. And flaps full. Which is 45 here. And I'm a little bit high on the glide here. So let's hope we see the runway in time, because otherwise we have to go around. And to be honest, I don't want to do that.
Approaching 04.
Okay, I'm approaching 04, so at least that's correct. Nothing in here. Let's have a look outside. Is it ID? No, I just... oh no, come on. I just saw the simulator crash. So I see nothing in here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. 500.
400.
No, nothing. Go around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has aborted the landing. Please keep your seatbelt fastened as we will be landing shortly.
Guys, I don't see anything here. Gear up.
Unstable. Unstable. Too high. Too high.
Yeah, because I'm not landing anymore. Heading mode, autopilot engage. So first off, can stop the recording there. Climb to 2000, and then direct Greco. So we can now fly nav. GPS. Direct to Greco. And we have to stay here at 2000, to be honest. To 2000 here. Why are you not flying direct Greco? Again, direct Greco. Direct Greco. Executing. Oh, okay. And then hold at Greco. Let's see if he's doing that automatically. Hold at Greco. I'm not sure what he's doing now because I don't see any hold here. Anyway, okay. What do we do now? I don't think we need to approach for another time, although, I mean, if we are holding here, it won't help. So I think there is time for another approach. So let's do that. But I don't think that will help anymore. So let's set another approach here. I'm just wondering why this aircraft is not holding 2,000 feet. But well, we could also climb to 3,000, to be honest. Well, but there is no traffic, so I will descend to 2000, so this is not as far to the final. Hi, Manuel. You just joined to the landing, although I think we need to go around once again because there's still the same problem here that you have no visibility at all. Yeah, well, Derek, you missed the approach, or the landing, so to say. Why did you leave shortly before the landing? Oh, okay. Well, that's important. But still, you missed the approach. Well, it was not that spectacular because you didn't see anything. So yeah. Flaps 8 already. And I think if this approach is not working, I will fly to Kennedy. So what I will do is I open the charts for Kennedy already and check the approach charts for runway 04 left here. Is this? It's just an ILS. It's not. Okay, 04 right has a cut 3 ILS. Okay, so I will do that. A cut 3 approach on the, or cut 2 actually, on the ILS 4 right. And I will start left turn now. And approach mode activated. Flaps 20.
Terrain.
So at least the terrain system is working. That's at least something, isn't it? Flaps 30. Established on the ILS. Is there anything visible? No. Gear down. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Approaching 0-4.
Lights are all on. 1000. I don't see anything. Nothing. Can you believe that? Flaps full. Nope, nothing.
300. Minimums.
Nothing.
Minimums.
Go around.
Minimums. Minimums.
There you can see the lights, but no way.
Unstable.
Gear up.
Unstable. Too high. Too high.
No way. Absolutely no way. So, let's see. I did not do that before. Flight plan, alternate. I type in KJFK. Execute. And I could have here the no, come on. Secondary flight plan. I don't know how to, like, you know, activate the alternate airport. That's copy active for Finit. Okay, JFK. Okay, so I turned that in as the, and then we're going ILS 4 right, executing, and then we do a direct to Lindy and execute nav source FMS nav flaps 1, and we are going direct Lindy, no, New York, let's direct, we go direct ZTOL because this is the final approach fix. Direct ZTOL here and execute. That's what we're gonna do, and we climb to 6,000. Platform altitude, by the way, is 2,000 only. So, well, you know what? I don't need to climb that. You know what? Just leave me at 2,000. There's nothing in the area here. Yeah, unfortunately, Derek. Unfortunately. Okay, so radio. ILS 109.5 is set. That's good. And now we have 2,000 tons on board, so we would need to divert to Baltimore at the moment. But as we're going to do the approach into Kennedy, we're fine as well. I could tune in Canarsie 112.3 on the... good question. How can I tune that in if NAV1 is the ILS frequency? Isn't that stupid? Weird. Okay. Anyway, I did even approach further than I should have, because the minimum was already over. Yeah, that's true, Derek. That's true. Well, I should have departed instead of landing at the... There's another incoming aircraft. And if this is also not working, we're going to Philadelphia, but to be honest, the weather is, well, the weather is better. And we should be able to land on Kennedy as well, even with the Cat 1 landing. By the way, we are way too fast here. By the way, I could set down the decision height to 200 already. Or let's make it lower, let's set it to 100. We're doing a Cat 2 approach. Could have gone to Newark as well, but I think Kennedy is a little bit better here, to be honest. And why is this aircraft not descending to 2,000 feet? And I could set the nav source to localizer. And we're now turning to final. Well, you know what? I will be really, really happy when I am on the ground. Flaps 1. Flaps 8. Descending 1,500. Heading now 070 to intercept. Wow, we are above the clouds, can you believe that? And that was just very shortly as we are in the clouds again. Approach mode's activated. And that's it, we're in the clouds. Let's hope we won't be there that long. flaps 20. Glide slope alive. Gear down. And we start a new recording. Flaps 30. Gear down. And flaps full. Let's check again the performance page. Okay, 134 is the speed now.
Approaching. 0, 4, right.
Okay, that's good. No, the landing won't be a plus. That's not possible. Also, and I mean, it is possible if the runway has a
1,000.
like a slope, but normally you always have a minus. I'm not even sure if this aircraft is capable of doing a cut 3 landing.
400.
Runway inside! Unbelievable. Autopilot disengaged, manual landing.
100. Minimums. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Butter landing.
One 1,200 meters remaining.
And vivocate here to the left. Got it. We got it. Parking brake set.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete
Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. APU on. Anti-ice off. Whew. I just wrote on Unicom that the runway is vacated, and we are now taxiing straight ahead via Foxtrot. and then to the gate. To be honest, I don't know where Delta Connection is parked here at Kennedy, so we'll just taxi to Terminal 5, no 6, no whatever. What is it? Let's see, parking gate. Terminal 5, yeah. Terminal 5. I'll just go there. Flight director can be turned off. Yeah, it was just off the center line again, Eric, but yeah, I'm quite happy with the landing there indeed. Okay, so after landing checklist, APU is on, transponder radar is standard, slats and flaps 0, and probes are getting off again. Well, but to be honest, that was amazing. Also, the 2 go-arounds there were really nice. Looks great on the map, though. The weather radar can be turned off. Useless. Anyway. What about the thrust reversers? Nothing set here. Okay, so leave them. And I can now taxi to the gate. I'm really, really happy.
Approaching. 2 right.
Let's turn off the strobe lights, just that the other aircrafts can see me, although here is no aircraft anyway, so well, but yeah. Now we're taxiing right into the Bravo. I can't remember if Bravo is clockwise or anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, but I think it's counterclockwise. Anyway, strobe lights off again. And then we will taxi via Delta to the gates. Wing lights, by the way, can and off. Wing inspection is it? So the flight time today was a little bit longer than expected. It was more than just 1 hour and 55. No, 45 was it? 45. But anyway, I really enjoyed the last part of the flight. That was really amazing. Really, like, low visibility there. That was really great. And we're turning now here left onto Delta to the apron. I'm not sure if Delta Connection is parked here at all, but we'll just take it. One of these gates here. Taxi lights and recognition lights off. Yeah. Wait a second. I want to... Like, I wanted to have this gate here. What am I doing? I wanted to have this gate over here. Good thing we are alone on the airport. There's no parking and docking guidance, unfortunately. That's a little bit sad. And that should be good enough, I think. Parking brake is set, flight is done. Good thing, Derek, I did the change of the position there. Okay, so the flight for today is done. I will now log off the network and then I will repeat the flight, but first I need to stop the recording there. That was quite interesting, to be honest. Yeah, good profit for me, yeah. Okay, so turn off the network connection. And then, ladies and gentlemen, have a look on the approach. If the flight simulator won't crash.
Approaching. 0, 4, right.
Gear is coming down.
Don't sink.
I will
1,000.
The captain aborted the takeoff.
Don't
Please
sink.
remain in
check.
seat.
Don't sink.
And that was amazing, like, you know, when the runway came inside.
Don't sink.
You can see the water already.
Don't sink.
And there you go. There's the runway.
300. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Crazy. Well, you can't see much there, but I will do that wing view again soon. I will just do the landing again, and then that was quite low actually. Yes, that was smooth indeed. That was smooth indeed. Wow.
1,000, 2,
So pause the
100
replay and then
meters
I go
remaining.
back and
approaching. 0,
resume.
4, right. Approaching. 0, 4, right.
Don't sink. 500. Don't sink. Don't sink. 400.
Wonderful, Derek.
Sink.
Thank you very much.
300. Don't sink. Don't sink. 200.
That looks great.
Don't
You
sink.
think you land in the water.
100. Don't sink.
That's really weird.
Don't sink.
40, 30,
Don't
20.
sink.
10,
1,000.
I'm happy I'm on the
200
ground.
meters remaining.
Let me see. Maybe there is another nice screenshot.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Oh, okay.
Approaching. 2, 2.
Okay.
Right.
I thought that maybe the angle looks better here. But it's not really spectacular, to be honest. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm quite sure if a passenger who's afraid to fly sits on a window seat and is approaching runway 04 right, that could be really a well, interesting experience. Let's say it like that.
Don't sink.
200,
Anyway, that was the flight for today from Milwaukee to New York LaGuardia, which ended up in Kennedy Airport. Thank you very much for joining again, especially to you, Derek, and Jeremy. I don't know if he's back, but well, the game is over. I thank you guys once more for being there, as usual. I'm really happy about that. I really appreciate your support. And for all the others, if you like the video and want to see some more live streams, don't hesitate to give me a subscription. And if you just like this video and don't want to see anything more, then just give me a thumbs up. That will help me and the YouTube algorithm to sort my video better and higher. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy your Thursday evening. I will be back online maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. But anyways, I hope you enjoy your evening, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and have a great evening. Bye bye.